bakery cafe brand called Cinzio. Synzio was founded in 1997 and began with a single bakery in Calgary, Canada. Today, it has grown into an international bakery cafe brand with over 70 plus franchise worldwide. Known for its signature crafted cinnamon rolls, Cinzio pairs these premium coffees with premium coffee, beverage, and bakery cafe fare to deliver a warm, indulgent cafe experience. For franchisee partners, it combines a proven business model, strong brand identity, and global presence, making it an attractive option for those who are looking to enter the specialty cafe segment. Today, to talk about the same opportunity in India, I'm joined with Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. She's the Managing Director of Franchise India Group. And we have Abhinay Sembal. He is the country head for business expansion for Synzio. But before I invite Sonia ma'am and Abhinay to talk about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have opportunity to ask you questions related to the brand or the business. In case if you will have any question, you can put it in the Q&A option. If you join through mobile, you will get two options. One is the chat and the other one is the Q&A. Q&A is the most preferred way to put your question forward to us. And we will get back to you once the presentation is over. So now I would request Sonia ma'am to take the lead. Let's to set the perspective, and then we will move on to the presentation part by Abhinay. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bharat. And friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. I welcome everyone to the webinar of Cinzio Bakery Cafe. And like Bharat said, this is an iconic Canadian chain, which is successful not only in Canada, but they're very successful globally. And Franchise India, Fran Global, the companies that we own, we have taken the master franchise rights of Cinzio. So at Franchise India, while we work with a lot of brands in India and also international brands, where we help them to expand their footprint across different markets across the country and also help companies to help expand globally. But there are very few opportunities that we ourselves feel very confident and convinced about. And Cinzio is one of such opportunities and brands that we recently signed up as a master franchise, which is just about, I would say, 2.5 weeks back. We announced the signing of Cinzio Bakery with the Fran Global for their expansion in India. And a little brief on the brand. So the brand started in 1997 in Canada, and today they operate, like Bharat said, more than 70 odd locations worldwide. And they're built on handcrafted cinnamon rolls, and these are premium quality ingredients which are used, and with the exceptional guest service, which is something which is very, very crucial in the overall value system of Synzio. So Synzio is short of cinnamon rolls, which is Cinzeo. It's a Canadian bakery chain which is known for gourmet cinnamon rolls, specialty coffee, and also baked goods. And the brand has grown into a big chain today with strong presence across North America, Middle East, and also parts of Asia. And their focus is largely freshly baked in-store preparation with the aroma-driven experience, which forms a bigger part of their overall brand experience and appeal, which we feel is missing in many of the other largely bakery chains. And this is what I would say is their biggest USP. Now, when we look at the demand side from India perspective, there's a bigger demand for premium indulgence. India's middle class, or I would say upper income consumers, are increasingly seeking. But when I say indulgence and premium, this is affordable indulgence, which everyone can afford. So it's a premium baked, premium dessert coffee, which is viewed as an experiential treat and not just food item. So that is typically what our menu of cinnamon, or I would say Cinzio is. And our rolls are warm. These are handcrafted, aromatic, which hit the comfort food plus indulgence, the sweet spot between the comfort food and the indulgent food. And the cafe experience offers international, but I would say very familiar comfort that resonates with India's aspirational urban class. And as we see today, there's a big shift towards all-day dining formats, which consumers love, and they're moving away from single-purpose desert stores, right? And the preference for multi-occasion cafes, which I would say includes breakfast, snacks, meeting, quick bikes, all that is something that you can find in a Cinzio experiential store. So friends, we'll take you through a small presentation. Any questions that you have, we'll be happy to take these questions. We're looking for both area partners for India, somebody who would take the ownership of running and operating and at the same time developing the region in that territory. At the same time, we'll also be happy to take any inquiries for someone who does not want to take a bigger territory, but would want to run and operate a single unit in the territories. So the opportunity is open both for area territories as well as for unit partnership. So we've also segregated territories in India, which is based on the opportunity and the potential that we see in these cities, and which we'll take you through in the slides later on. But let me give you an overall understanding on the brand at large. Bharat, we can move to the subsequent slides, please. I think I've given a brief on the brand. So the journey of Synzio began with one small bakery, a very simple mission. They wanted to make the best tasting cinnamon rolls on earth. And every roll is a handmade from scratch, which ensures freshness. And 30 years now, the brand still holds on to the Canadian values and the pride. And the emphasis, like I said, is very big focus on the overall customer experience. The ambience that you see will also show some of these stores. It's warm ambience, so open baking process, which the customers can see how the baking is done, and a very fresh aroma, which is the USP of the brand. And the vision is to spread the joy of Cinzio across the world. Next slide, please. Great. So what makes Cinzio special? Our brand positioning itself, like I said, is a premium indulgence brand in a bakery cafe space. The focus is on visual appeal, aroma, appeals to the youth, family audience, and especially I would say those visiting malls or cafes for a social outing. So which means our largely locations that we want to scout out are mall locations, especially in the atrium space on the ground floor. The stores typically feature open bakery counters, allowing customers to see the cinnamon rolls being prepared, and which reinforces freshness and the quality. And the aroma and freshness is what makes Cinzio instantly recognizable, and that is what it stands for. All their locations across the world, they are known for fresh aroma. And the guests love watching the cinnamon rolls crafted live in front of them. The signature product, which is Cinzio cinnamon roll, it is made with special ingredients, including the brown sugar, the rich cream, cheese frosting, which is used. It complements also customer roasted organic coffee, which comes along with the cinnamon rolls. And so it's a complete cafe experience that is offered by Cinzio cafes. Next slide, please. So a little bit on the product. We have a menu which includes, I would say it is an evolving menu from a pure dessert brand to a cafe model. Menu includes introductions which we have done over a period of time, which includes our cheese rolls, our breakfast sandwiches, smoothies, and coffee-based beverages. And strategy is to maintain baked fresh from scratch, and that is a DNA while offering a broader appeal. And our menu offering includes our core products and offering signature cinnamon rolls, which includes our mini rolls, our roll bites, which are smaller snack versions catering to on-the-go customers. We also have specialty coffee and beverages, which includes cappuccino, ice drinks, hot chocolate, and espresso coffee. And we also have a big menu serving of savory bakes and pastries, which includes our pretzels, croissants, keys, and muffins. So this is overall our menu, which I said includes our signature cinnamon rolls. We have mini snack formats. We also have savory range, and we also have the entire beverage and coffee range. And we also include combo and meal sets, which includes a roll combined paired with coffee combos. And also we have family boxes, takeaway packs, which can be used for parties and gifting. Next slide, please. Cinzio is now inviting partners in India to join the global expansion journey. And I'll tell you why the Cinzio, the opportunity overall works. It is a high quality, in demand comfort food as a category. It's a proven concept which has consistent success across multiple countries, diverse markets. And the brand has established brand systems, trainings, and marketing support. The ideal profile of the partner that we're looking at is somebody who can run and operate the business. So we're looking at operator partners and entrepreneurs, and somebody who comes with a relatively experience in retail or F&B at large is somebody we would definitely prefer. So the training and the support is something which are the key pillars of Synzio. So the model ensures franchisees they never operate alone. So we work with our partners in the entire process to train them on our systems and our processes. Maybe we can take them to the next slide, Bharat. Abhinay. Back, sorry, the previous slide. So the key pillars, the model ensures that the franchisees are working along with the brand. So we have a complete bakery support team, which is guiding, training, and also working with our franchise partners for entire operational assistance. We also have vendor partnerships and to maintain the global quality standards at a very controlled cost, which Cinzio India, which is us, we have negotiated with vendors in India. A very structured IT and POS support, which helps our partners to run smooth operations. And we also have a separate team, which is our design team, ad fund team, that also works with our partners for local promotions and marketing in their respective cities, while we have a national team that works on social media and other activities at the national level. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now, with respect to the marketing and the brand visibility, Synzio maintains very active brand visibility across all social media platforms, which includes our Instagram page, which includes our Meta page, includes our Twitter page. In fact, we can also share with you some links, Bharat, if we have ready links of Instagram and a Facebook page. Let's share some links where our friends can watch some video. And the entire centralized brand communication team, which is headquartered in Delhi, that works with our partners in both, I would say, B2B communication, especially for our area developer partners who would take the area franchise rights. We also have a centralized team and also decentralized team, which is spread across different cities in India, that will work locally with their area developers to also help them add more sub partners or sub franchises under them. And the marketing focus, like I said, is around overall focus on what brand stands for, which is freshness, aroma, indulgence, and the warmth that the overall Synzio experience brings to our customers. Next slide, please. So this is our standard, I would say, a franchise package. So it's complete end-to-end support system for our partners, from site selection to even helping them negotiate leads at the leading malls, store design, fit out, branding, all support in terms of pre-marketing support, induction training. When I say induction training, this is done both for our partners and also the staff at the ground level. And there's also ongoing operational and marketing support, which is offered by us. And the overall term of the agreement, it is different for an area franchisee and for a unit franchisee. But our minimum term starts for a 5-year term contract, which is renewable after every 5 years. And if you are an area franchise partner, then we also give you exclusive rights in the territory. And we also give all support in terms of our operational manuals, all online support forums, which a franchise partner gets an access to, and all the brand assets, which are trained by the Synzio team in India and also the parent company in Canada. Next slide, please. So this is typically what our overall investment looks like. So we have a format from 600 square feet to about 1,000 square feet. And depending on the space that we have, anything between 600 to 1,000 square feet is the overall, I would say, area that we would need to put up a Synzio outlet. So the cafe format is 600 square feet. If you're opening in a high street, comparatively, our requirement of the area would increase, would go up to about 1,000 square feet of space. And the total investment between both of them is about 40 for a cafe format and 54 lakhs for a high street format. The only difference is the size. So you don't have to add too many equipment when you do a high street outlet. So the only difference in the investment that you see is a negligible amount of franchise fees, which goes from 8 lakhs for a cafe model to a 12 lakhs in a high street model. And in addition to that, the investment goes in our capex, which is our per square feet investment on the fit out. So these are overall investment breakup. Now the investment includes the total investment that you see includes our franchise fees. So the 40 lakhs that you see and the 54 lakhs that you see includes the franchise fees component. It includes the fit out cost. It includes your interior cost. It also includes your architect cost. It includes your training costs. So all the investment that will go at the start of the outlet are included in the 40 lakhs investment. Your property deposit, depending on the space and the term for which we have to give deposit, is over and above. Rest, everything is included in the total investment. The typical royalty that we charge is approximately 7 odd percent, and the 7% royalty is on the total sales that we would do at the outlet. This is the top line, which is net of taxes. 7% royalty is what we need. So the kind of locations that we are looking at is largely, high traffic malls in the atrium space and maybe high streets. We are targeting metro cities first, and which is again, followed by tier two and urban centers. And if we have the locations, maybe we can take how we have bifurcated our area developer territories. Do we have that on the next slide?
No, ma'am, that is not visible with us.
So just check if we have it on the next slide. So friends, we have segregated. We're looking at, like I said, we're looking at pan-India rollout. But to start off with, the top 11 cities would become most important for us. And maybe I can, do we have that? So I'll quickly mention that, and maybe we can also send this presentation to you. So the top 11 cities that we're initially focusing includes Delhi NCR. We have Bombay, we have Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Kolkata, Chennai, Goa, Rajasthan as an entire territory, Tri-City, which includes Chandigarh, Tirupur, Mohali, and Gujarat. So these are 11 territories that we want to start off with first. And depending on the potential of each of these territories, we have franchise fees and the rollout specific to the region. For example, Delhi NCR, overall store count, we are looking at 30 odd stores in a span of 5 years. So if you take the rights, for example, let me give you an example of Delhi NCR. The minimum potential that we see is 30 odd stores. So it does not mean that we can't open beyond 30 odd stores. And Delhi NCR would include Delhi, which is the main city. Then we have Gurgaon, we have Noida, and and Ghaziabad, including Faridabad. So these 5 cities put together becomes Delhi NCR, where we see a minimum potential of 30 odd stores, where larger number of stores will come between Delhi, Gurgaon, followed by Noida. And then is Bombay. So between Bombay and Delhi, these are the two top territories where we see a minimum potential of 30 odd locations. And this is followed by Bangalore, where we see the opportunity of 20 odd locations to come up. And this is further followed by cities like Hyderabad, Pune, and Kolkata, and also Chennai, where we see a minimum potential of 15 odd locations to come up in a span of 5 odd years. Goa, Rajasthan, Tri-City, comparatively, these are smaller markets. So we see a minimum potential of 5 odd locations to come up. And a city like Chandigarh, Panchkula, when we say Tri-City, all these markets, put together can easily absorb more than 15 odd locations in a span of 5 years. But the minimum rollout that we have taken even for Tri-City is about 5 odd locations to be done. Now, as an area developer, we require our area partner to open and operate at least one location, one store by themselves. And you have an opportunity to sub-franchise the balance stores, right? Now, what does an area developer get in terms of the revenue stream? So if you take an area franchise opportunity, the responsibility with the area developer would be to run and operate one location by themselves, sub-franchise further locations. And as an area developer, you have two core revenue streams. One is our franchise fees. So our partners get a share on the franchise fees. And franchise fees is a one-time fee, which is paid at the beginning of the contract, valid for 5 years. And then the subsequent fee is the royalty fee, which is 7%. So our partners have an ongoing monthly royalties, which is collected from the subunits under him that goes to our partners. And we also have franchise fees. So 50% of that share of franchise fees and royalties will go to the partners. Now, one thing, friends, I want to also highlight, we have only for the month of December, 50% share on both royalties and franchise fees. Starting January, the percentage would come down to 60 and 40, where 40% would be retained by the partners and 60% would be retained by the master franchisee, which is us. So the overall potential that you see, and just to give you a little understanding of how the calculation of the franchise fee for an area developer has been done. So our franchise fees is 8 lakhs for a smaller format and 12 lakhs for a bigger format. If I average that out, that comes to about 10 odd lakhs. So we will also open 8 lakhs location. We'll also open 12 lakh franchise fees location between 600 square feet and 1000 square feet of space. But if I've kind of average that out, our average franchise fees would be approximately 10 odd lakhs. And our area franchise fees for somebody who wants to take the territory rights would be 90 lakhs in case of Delhi NCR. So which means that if we see a minimum potential of say 30 odd locations, so 30 into 3, which is how we have calculated the minimum potential of the territory and subsequent franchise fees. So if there are 29 odd locations, which is minimum number of rollout that we expect to be achieved in a span of 5 years, typically our master franchisee would make 29 lakhs into 10 odd lakhs. So that is the kind of fee that you would make, which is close to, I think, 2.9 odd crores becomes the income from the share which our area franchise gets from the franchise fees. And subsequently, 3.5% is what you will get from the royalties. So there's a 7% royalty that we charge every single month. So our partners would also have a 50% share on the entire royalties which are collected from the franchise partners. Now, while I've been talking about area developer, but one thing which I want to mention here, since Synzio is a master franchise which Franchise India and Fran Global has taken for India, and Franchise India runs a very big ecosystem of franchising in India. We run about 200 exhibitions every single year, and there are a lot of monthly events, micro events, 15 such smaller events which I conduct every single month. All our invested companies, master franchise brands, in this case, Cinzeo, every region where we have an area partner who's appointed, our area partner will also be supported by Franchise India teams locally in the region to help them appoint our franchisees. For example, I have a show which is happening in Delhi this week. I have a lot of my master franchise brands that have been awarded to franchises in Delhi. The investment in these shows is also done by us. So which means the cost of acquisition of franchise partners in that region is not solely on the area developer. As a master franchisee, we also support our area developers in appointing sub-franchisees under them, which means and appointing sub-franchisees, marketing cost of that is also absorbed by us. So typically your cost of acquisition of sub-units in your territory becomes negligible, right? So that is a support that you get because we are part of a bigger ecosystem at Franchise India. Now, we're also looking at unit franchisees. So if you're looking at a single unit, we'll be happy to even discuss with you. If there are any questions, friends, that you have to ask us, we'll be happy to answer these questions. And Bharat, if you have a small video, I'll request if you can play a video. If you have a, easy access to the video, we can play that. And let us also share some links with our friends to go through. I think you've already done that. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah,
So I think Abhinay, friends, so Abhinay is heading the project for India. He's based out of Delhi, but he's traveling to all the cities every single month. And I will also request him to share his details, direct contact, email ID, and contact number he can share in the Q&A box. If you want to reach out to him, please feel free to reach out to him. Hai aapke paas, Bharat? Do we have the video?
There is some technical issue with the laptop, so won't be able to play that.
Great. So especially our friends who are joining us from Delhi, friends, we have a show which is happening on 6th of December at the park in Connaught Place. Synzio will be present in the show. Anyone who wants to meet and do a prefix meeting will be happy to prefix a meeting with you. Any other information that you seek, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to share the deck. You can reach out to us. We'll be happy to share this deck with you. And we've also worked on our financial working for an area developer and also for our unit franchisees. We'll be happy to take that with you one-to-one. Abhinay, over to you.
Right. Meanwhile, I already have shared the reason why someone should go for this franchise. I mean, it is an established brand which already have been doing business globally. They started in 1997 and they already been running 70 plus stores all across the globe. Apart from that, they also have signature products, which really has a high repetitive demand. Since cinnamon roll is something which is really not available everywhere. It has a unique product category, right? A very few specialized cinnamon roll brands we have in India, right? Synzio can be introduced as a distinct high quality product niche that stands out from the typical bakery items, capturing curiosity and creating strong repeat demand. So you can have this first mover advantage in case if you would like to go for in your region. That is what you can get. Abhinay, would you like to add anything, your feedback, like how people are responding if we have done something, in this in the business expansion?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Bharat. So we have already in a process of having our first store in Hyderabad, and again, this is an iconic brand already doing tremendous in the part of the world. The brand start from Canada, but again, it has a global presence across. So the brand has a great vision and a mission. So when I say vision, it is all about having a number one bakery plus cafe and bringing the rolls to everyone to the world. And the mission of the founders are very, supportingly providing each and every support to their franchisee partner when they are, expressed their interest to have this store open to be on their territory. So Cinzio is not just a bakery brand; it's a happiness brand. The target audience for our brand is, start from people, from childrens to, the old age people around 50 to 60 years. So the taste buds and the kind of unique products that what we are offering throughout our menu, along with our rolls and our latte and the beverages that we have, especially the hot chocolate and the smoothies punch that we have in our menu. So again, it's not a cinnamon brand. It's a great iconic brand globally doing well and wanted to have its presence in India. I have shared my details over the chat that if anybody who's looking to expand and wanted to have this superstar brand in their territory. So we have already signed up for Hyderabad. We are still open for all three metro cities and followed with urban tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well. So if you are looking for any unit franchise in Hyderabad, feel free to contact me. And if you are open for any other location, please reach out to me directly.
Right.
But
And
I'd also like to add, while we're looking at candidatures, but because this brand is owned by us, we want to ensure we are looking at penetrating in the top cities of India. But for us, most important is the profile of the partners. That's very, very crucial. Somebody who believes in the brand. And if I look at the category, I saw a question on the category. Premiumization and treat culture in India is becoming very, very big. And there are a lot of categories that we were not consuming 5 years back, 10 years back. But all these categories in India have become very, very big. And because the treat culture, premiumization has become very big in India. And also, there's a growing interest in sweet cafes and experiential dessert brands, which makes Synzio a very good, I would say, profile or a brand equally for tier 2 cities as it makes for tier 1 cities. So we'll be happy to speak to someone who believes in the brand. We'll be happy to connect with you. And another important thing is the kind of locations we would look at, because being the first in the market, we would be opening only in the most premium malls. Between Franchising and Fran Global are two global companies. Today, all the brands that we have signed up with, we have the first requirement for us is the profile of a partner. That is something that we'll not compromise on. And second is the location, which has to be the best in the city. So if you have been following us, you've seen the master franchise portfolio that Franchise India has. From the top malls in India to the airports to the high streets, only the top locations are signed by us. So we'll be happy to discuss with you, friends. And Abhinay has shared his details with you already. And maybe we'll be happy to connect with people who think like us. Thank you. Thank you so much and have a great day.
right, thanks so much, ma'am, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. It for the Indian consumers, especially the urban millennials and Gen Z customers, are increasingly seeking for international cafe style intelligence. That is what the gap is, and you can fill it through this brand in your respective channel. Abhinay would be available on 6th in the event. Abhinay, if you would like to, meet him personally, You can meet, you can connect with him over the call and can fix the meeting. And that's how you can get more deep dive information about the opportunity overall. So I think that's it for the day, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. See you tomorrow once again at 12 o'clock with the new brand. So that's it for the day. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.